จำศีลและเคลื่อนไหวอย่างช้า
Well, did you see what's going on in Bulgaria? Have you seen the Bulgarian princess?
In the shoebox, and he pulled this mask out, and the mask was a human face, but the human face had the eyes in it, and it was warm.
And they're quarantining the school, and parents may never see their children again.
Man, what's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you if you're watching on your TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. Might be a trigger warning or 2. I hope not. But I love y'all collective. I hope y'all doing good today. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know what it is. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
This is one of the most terrifying true crime cases I've ever heard of. The scariest part of it all is this could be anyone that you know. Your dad, your husband, your friend, a relative, anybody. Before we proceed, please know that there is some disturbing content within this video. This all took place in the Channel Island of Jersey in 1957. A 29-year-old nurse was waiting for a bus station minding her own business when a man comes up behind her with this mask and attacks her. She was dragged into a field and SA'd. She was severely injured and was left with incredible amounts of wounds that needed incredible amounts of stitches. The following year, a 20-year-old woman was also attacked and brutally. This soon became a pattern, and all of the victims claimed that this man would always smell musty and would always have a face covering or some type of mask. In 1960, a small 12-year-old boy was asleep peacefully in his bed when he was awoken by this man who climbed through his bedroom window. The boy had a rope placed around his neck and was pulled outside, and as several more cases went on, this guy's name was called the Beast of Jersey. The photo behind me is a mannequin as to what he would appear to be wearing most of the time he would be doing these attacks. And I'm sorry, this is terrifying. It's giving me Leatherface vibes all the way. And I really can't believe that I don't hear more about this true crime case. The man's name was Edward John Lewis Paisnell. He was a 46-year-old man. He was actually married with a daughter and 2 stepchildren. His wife Joan actually had a foster home, and that is how she met him. And the kids actually knew him as Uncle Ted. He actually dressed up as Santa Claus every year and would give them sweets and treats and gifts, which is scary, guys, okay? In November of 1971, it took only 38 minutes for a guilty verdict to be reached on his trial. And he was also taken away to await his sentencing. He stood in the same court 2 weeks later and was sent to prison for 30 years. He was actually released from prison in 1991 for being a model prisoner. He ended up returning to Jersey very briefly, where the Islanders remember his reign of terror, but he then died of a heart attack a couple years later. This is one of the scariest true crime cases I've ever heard of, and wow, those masks and outfits he used, just insane. There's a lot more to this story. You can look it up. I kind of summed it up for you guys, but I just had to share this. This was wild. Follow for all things horror.
I'm shocked I never heard about this before.
Why would Lockheed Martin build a ballroom? That ain't making sense to me.
No, that don't make
They
no
build rockets,
sense.
they build missiles. Now it's drinks to wet your whistle. It's something sinister indeed. Oh, why would Palantir want to help build a ballroom? That ain't making sense to me.
No, that ain't making
I just can't get down with that man. You remember that scene from Batman? You're gonna build more surveillance technology. Oh, turns out Hitler also built a ballroom.
Oh, be surprised, now it's making sense to me. Oh, now it's making sense.
Stuff hit the fan, that's the place that they all ran. And it turns out that Trump has the exact same plan. God damn it!
Whatever side you on, I respect both. Whether I agree or disagree, I respect both. It ain't for me to agree or disagree. And I don't want to be at war with anybody. My question would be, if you're for this, what do you think when you see this? Like, what do you feel? What do you think? You know, I'm sure I want to hear your side. It's always two sides in one story. So I want to hear y'all's side. If you're on the other side, I want to know what y'all feel about this. Do y'all ever think that both sides could ever come together and we could see eye to eye and work together somewhere in this place we all live called the United States? Do y'all think we could ever work together? I'm asking. Let me know. And I ask from the red and blue side, and I ask from a black and white side. I ask from it could be green and purple side, whatever color you are. Do y'all think that one day we could all work together? I'm curious.
We're all aware that it's not a coincidence that Elon Musk became a trillionaire the same month that people lost their SNAP benefits, right?
When I say it's all of them, I mean it's all of them. We know about Big Mike, we know about Barbie Bush, we know about what's going on in France. Well, did you see what's going on in Bulgaria? Have you seen the Bulgarian princess? Wait, let's get a little closer. I can't.
Oh, hell no.
Well, don't worry, you guys. It's just fitness.
I'm gonna hold my comment on that one.
This woman spotted a whole island in the sky. You can't tell me this is not an island in the sky.
My God.
What is that? Is that heaven bleeding through to our reality? Or another dimension? Or is it just a mirage? That's
Wait a minute.
insane.
What is that?
The more you zoom in, the more it looks like little trees on this piece of land. Or this could be a portal that is showing a distant land in some other universe. As always, let me know what you think in the comments. Stay weird.
What y'all think? I'm not sure.
Take a look at this. I'm sure somebody out here knows what these things are.
What is that? That's funny. Oh man, what is that? They're going crazy. They're all coming out. There's tons of them. Bro, they're all coming out at night. They're going towards the light right now. No, that's like 1 inch. Look, they're going towards the light. Yeah, they're all like 1 inch big.
They look like little scorpions.
That's funny. That's funny. Oh man, what is that? They're going crazy.
I'm not sure what these things are. Again, they look like little baby scorpions. But if any of you guys know what they are, please leave it below.
They're all like 1 inch big. They're all coming towards the light.
Unanswered universe.
That's funny.
Look, I haven't been this type of person. I'm not the type of person to, how I put it, I've always been the type of person to where if I don't know something, I actually enjoy not knowing certain things, because that's the point of living, you know. I love learning, and it's been like since I started this channel, I've learned so much, and I see y'all comments too, and y'all say y'all learned a lot. Today is really hitting to where there's a lot of information that I'm new to. I'm new to some of this, man, and like I ain't never, what is it called, a buckfish, bro? I ain't never seen that. It looked like a scorpion. Clips before this, the horror stories of the dude with the leather face vibes, bro. I ain't never heard of this story, bro. It's so much in today's video. It's only like the first 10 minutes of the video, and I'm already like, Damn, bro, I ain't never heard of this before. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I apologize, Collective. I had to let y'all know I'm enjoying it.
Sini, 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 sini. Wis, ini kejar, ini kejar. Dekat bawah tu, Bik. Dekat bawah tu. Di mana? Bawah tu, Bik. Dekat bawah. Si baik tak kena. Ish, ish. Mana dia? Mana? Tu dia. Tu dia. Tu dia. Apa dia? Apa dia? Apa? Oh, si baik tak kena tengok ni. Ya Allah. Rasa dia duduk belakang tengok ni. Dia lagi, dia lagi. Kau dekat. Allah, Allah. Ah! 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 Tak baik. Kita nak balik. Dia nak ah. Ah! Okey. Baik tu kena ni. Rasa ni duduk belakang. Kita mana dia ni? Duduk belakang tu. Rasa lain macam ni. Ah! Okey! Okey! Nak pergi sana ni. Kita tepung. Tak nak pergi. Tema apa? Apa kamar? Tahu. Halo. Mas, ada mana? Mari dekat kebun aku jap. Oh. Dah aku ni ada atas pokok ni ada beruang. Oh, tapi kena jaga-jaga sikit. Aku dekat pokok durian. Oh. Bawa pagang. Di mana pula? Tak apa, siapa mau telefon aku? Wish. Gelak ni nak hujan lagi. Buku apa nak ni?
He accidentally swerved off the road into a forest. Now the car flipped, and they looked for his body, but they couldn't find his body. Why? Our auto shop teacher, he told me the story. It was crazy. Yeah. He said he had a friend, a classmate, and they were all headed to prom. His name was Tiny, but he was a big guy. His nickname was Tiny. And one of the things he liked to do, he liked to live on the edge. You know, he's like a kind of rebellious dude. Yeah. And what you would never do is wear a seatbelt. This guy was driving to get to prom, but obviously when you're driving, you're like drinking at that time, you know, kind of trying to get lit. And he accidentally swerved off the road into a forest. My goodness. Now the car flipped, and they looked for his body, but they couldn't find his body. Why? Now remember, he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Yeah. They looked in the car, he wasn't there. So he flew out somewhere? They found the car wreck, and they're looking for him, like, where is he? Yeah. Bro, it took until they lifted the car up. Yeah. They found he was underneath the hood of the car. What the? So his last final, I guess, breath was him like seeing the car. No. Yeah.
Damn, man. Prayers.
The right people always find my videos. I know this because you're watching my video right now. I'm about to help you in a way that you really, truly need. And remember, I'm only able to help you as much as I can because of how much I am helped. Now I want you to repeat after me or watch this video every day until you memorize it. Your life is going to work out perfectly for you. All the right things are going to happen to you in your life. All the right people are going to enter your life. All the wrong people are going to leave in your life. You're going to have a great career throughout your life. You're going to have a beautiful home in your life. You're going to wake up every day of your life next to the love of your life. You're going to have leisurely Sundays and terrific holidays. You're going to travel and see the world. You are going to meet incredible people in your life that will help, and that you will help in ways that you could never have believed possible. You are going to be known as a hugely successful person and appreciated for this ability that you have to help others. So please do not worry. Your life is going to work out perfect. Save this video, share this video, and follow for more.
Man, speak that life to yourself. I wish that for everybody.
The ghost of a murder victim haunting his old home. Hello, true crimers. This is the case of John Hardin. Viewer discretion is advised. In 1978, this woman here, June Ferris, and her family moved into a home in Claremont, Florida. Now, June says that years prior, she was having dreams about this house that she had never been in. And then one day she's driving around town and she sees a for sale sign for this house here in Claremont, Florida. She calls the realtor and the realtor gives her a walkthrough of the home, and June realizes this is the house I've been dreaming of for years. And her family eventually move into it. Well, almost immediately they begin to see things and hear things. Music playing in the basement. The apparition of a man standing over their bed. And so eventually, a family member of June's does some digging into the house. And they find out that back in 1975, a murder took place just outside the house. 32-year-old John Hardin, he grew up in South Florida. He at one point married his high school sweetheart, Rita. They actually had 4 kids together, but one day out of nowhere, John approaches Rita and says, "I have to go away for a while." She has no idea why he did this. But within a year, he actually ends up remarrying someone. And he and his new wife move into this old Victorian home. Well, anyway, June Ferris and her family, the ones who actually have seen this apparition in their home, say, "Oh my God, it looks just like John." So what happened to him? On March 22nd, 1975, John and his new wife were asleep in their bed when all of a sudden John was awoken to the smell of smoke, and he sees flames coming from outside. He realizes his pickup truck is on fire. So he races out, gets a fire extinguisher, and begins to put the fire out. When all of a sudden, someone approaches him with a 20-gauge shotgun and shoots him point-blank range. And the flees the scene. John is pronounced dead less than an hour later. Police in Florida, they began to investigate this case. They traveled all around Florida. They interviewed hundreds upon hundreds of people. They explored every lead they could explore. They questioned his ex-wife and the whole scenario about what happened there, but they got nothing. They got no new information that would help them find out who did this and why. John apparently had no enemies in this new area where he lived, and so this became an incredibly difficult case to investigate. They did discover that the truck was deliberately set on fire. This was an arson, and it was clear to police that whoever set the car on fire did it on purpose with the intent of luring John out. His phone lines had also been cut so that no one could call 911. But who killed John Hardin and why? If you have information, call 352-394-5588.
I'm going to go ahead and say this now. I'm going to say the wife either hired somebody or the wife did that shit herself. And that was a clean crime. She got away with it. What y'all think, man? I don't know, bro. She knew somebody and that somebody was real connected and got it done, or she paid somebody really well to get it done, or she did that shit herself. Man, I gotta say that one. And this for entertainment purposes. What y'all think?
Hey! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Hey! Woo! We just got Bin Laden 2.0, but this time he's inside the club. Christmas definitely came early. This is beautiful. Donald Trump is meeting with former Al-Qaeda members this week. Did you see what we did last night as soon as he won? What did we do last night? A huge UPS plane crash. Look, 9 dead, 11 injured. What does that sound like to you? 9/11, September 11th. Hey, yo, get this.
The plane that crashed was 34 years old. How old is Mamdani right now? He just turned 34. Allah equals 34. You say Allahu Akbar 34 times after prayer. Bro, how do these people not see that? How do they not see the obvious rituals we're doing? It's a puppet show. They're so stupid. They don't see anything we do. But that's why we're able to keep doing it, all right? Hey, tell Mamdani to tell the whole New York City, no more pork. No, it's all gone. It's all gone. It's all banned. It's all banned. Oh my God. No, listen. The reptilians, they love it. They love it. They love drinking their brains too. Right. Of course. He became the 111th mayor. Remember, 9/11 happened on the day leaving. 111 days left in the year. New York equals 111. We couldn't pass up that ritual. We couldn't. Impossible. It's been 24 years since 9/11. Muslim equals 24. Okay, you guys, I have a meeting. Sir, can we please make another earthquake? Please? Right. That's fine. Listen, I have a very important meeting with Mamdani. We're going to talk about some future New York City 9/11-like plans. It's going to be wonderful. Hey, you guys just stay here. Make some fake news articles. Do what you do. Make some wudu. Make some wudu. Inshallah ta'ala. All right. Okay. I'll be back later on. All right? Okay. Hey, this Saturday, November 8th. We're all set, boss. I promise you. We're set. We are? Let's go. Let's go. Oh, my God. Oh, I can't wait.
I seen some symbolism, though.
I don't care what nobody say. This man Kanye is gone. Listen to the way he talk. I remember the rants he was going on about the Jews. Look at him apologize. Listen to how he's speaking, fool. Sunken place is real.
I feel really blessed to be able to sit here with you today and just take accountability. I was dealing with some various issues, dealing with bipolar also. Someone would take the ideas I had and have them taken them to an extreme where I would forget about the protection of the people around me and myself.
I know that I have made mistakes in my life, but I'm here to apologize. Do that sound like Kanye?
Video of a demon walking around at a Hollywood party.
This demon's just walking around at this Hollywood party. Look at him. Except he don't want this guy taking a picture of him. He don't want to be caught, but I caught him. That's a demon, baby. Shabadoo.
Yeah, bro. That look crazy as shit that it's just in the open like that. And that's how it's going to be. I give it another 15, 20 years. In another 15, 20 years, bro, we going to be seeing all types of shit walking amongst us. But the sunken place is real. I was once in the sunken place. That's another topic for another day. But that don't sound like Kanye West. What y'all think? Let me know.
Watching to the end. What type of creature is this?
ไปล้างให้นะครับผมเพราะว่ามันเปื้อนดินเปื้อนโคลนก็ไม่รู้ว่าเป็นรอยเท้าคนหรือว่าเป็นรอยแบบว่าฝนตกแล้วก็แบบแต่มันไม่แต่ถ้าเป็นรอยดินตกลงมาใส่มันไม่น่าจะเป็นลักษณะนั้นนะที่ผมถ่ายเมื่อวานเนาะที่ส่วนหน้ากำลังตื่นขึ้นจากการจำศีลและเคลื่อนไหวอย่างช้าๆ
Y'all remember that story about the helicopter and the snake leaped and it was so big it almost took the helicopter out of the sky? Y'all remember that story early on in the channel? Don't that sound real familiar? If I'm not mistaken, they said it was in Africa somewhere. Let me know if y'all remember that. That was early on in the channel. I don't know, man. Shit's so crazy.
Were reptilian lizard people found underground in Los Angeles?
These creatures that look like humanoid reptilians. They're usually between 6 feet, 7 feet tall, and people describe them as scaly or greenish and running upright usually, and having much more of a alligator or a kind of lizard-like skin.
Those freaky lizards can stay in LA. They don't need to be around me. Shabadoo!
Shout out to Joe Gillespie the Great.
Showed us the shoebox. He had the pictures of people being executed, but he also had a mask in the shoebox. And he pulled this mask out, and the mask was a human face, but the human face had the eyes in it, and it was warm. And the back of the mask had an imprint that looked like scales. And so this was very bizarre. And the eyes on the back of the side of the mask were not for my eyes. I know that. So it was something that, you know, I can honestly, I'm a firm believer in Socrates' principles of, you know, true wisdom comes from knowing that I know nothing. I don't know what that mask belonged to. I don't know if it was alien or a race that's maybe been on the planet since prehistoric eras or some secret government project, but I do know that was much more advanced than any technology I had ever seen. I don't think we could have reproduced that. I don't know how it was made. It was basically a living mask.
What? What?
Who, mind you, is a grown man. He recently enrolled himself in high school and was like dating a bunch of girls at this high school. He's a grown ass man.
Recently,
this year.
Whoa.
So he was a grown ass man
posing as a teenager.
Acting like he was in high school still, yes. It was this guy named Kelvin Lubke. Pretty much the way that he did this was he found a way to like falsify these records or like basically paperwork so he would be able to go to the school. So he created all this fake stuff, got these people to believe it out there in Minnesota. They took his word for it. They saw all of it and was like, okay, yeah, it's cool. You can, you know, go to the school. So this guy gets into the school. He originally was like homeless for a while too, which was like kind of weird. So he ends up going to this school. He attends like a bunch of classes like normal. Bro goes, he even joins the football team. And then surprisingly enough, bro, he even took like I think the girl was like 16 or something like that. He took a little girl to prom.
Whoa.
Attended their prom as well, bro. The prom pictures are crazy.
You don't really do you think he did a whole promposal and everything too?
I think he probably did.
Nah, that's bugging.
He went and like took the pictures like her parents taking in the driveway.
Wow.
And then he was there for about, I think they said 20 days.
Until they noticed?
Until they noticed. It was some girl so happened to be on social media, and I think she was friends with the girl he went to prom with. She saw a picture of his mugshot on social media randomly.
Oh wow. Yeah.
The girl ended up telling like her parents or something like that, and then the parents ended up calling the authorities. So they found out everything he was doing, and then apparently this is what I heard. That's not even the first school he did it to.
Whoa.
A year before at a different school that was like a couple miles away from that one.
Really?
And I guess that one they said he went there for like a whole year.
Wow.
And he didn't get caught at that.
What the
But you didn't pretend to be a teenager at the high school?
I had a different birth certificate on my other thing in Africa.
Bro sound like a damn nut, bro. How was he able to keep doing this shit? Like I said, there's people who go to behind the walls for taking lives and shit, but this, he could do this? Like what, bro? Oh man, I've seen this story before. Not him. It was somebody else. I know y'all seen them before. They pop up all the time. This shit is crazy. Is there any of them that y'all don't believe in? Hey, y'all, I had people trying to defend the Erica Kirk reptilian clip when was it her teeth, her eyes, something. People was defending that shit in the comments. I'm like, damn. Hey, if you like it, I love it.
And I'd like to end by saying that I am extremely worried about the children. And that's why today I wanted to do a live stream, because during the lockdown, as we've seen again from this document, it was actually this is a global agenda. And because I'm international, I see how this agenda is playing out across the world, because I see the repetition. I see the identical repetition in each country. And so I see that measures have been put in place for children to be removed from their homes. And we know that the lockdown measures included the speeded up installation of 5G, and we know, and you can see here in Vienna, I've been shocked to see how many enormous antennas have been installed immediately outside schools, nurseries, kindergartens. It's horrifying. And I'm also told that WiGig has been widely installed in British schools. So I have to warn parents, do not send your children to school, because the second wave is going to be the electromagnetic radiation, and the intention is to declare that the children have been affected by the alleged, and they're quarantining the school, and parents may never see their children again. And that is real. And you know, we're all in a state of cognitive dissonance. Yeah, I wake up every morning. You know, for a long time, I've been doing this for 26 months, and for a long time in those early months, I woke up in the morning and I pinched myself and I said, "This cannot be true. It cannot be true." Yeah, and you know, the normal human mind, the non-psychopathic human mind, just goes into cognitive dissonance. Yeah, I can understand that people can't deal with this. Yeah, so even now, as I talk about this situation with the children, you know, I myself, I find it hard to accept this. Yeah, but I have looked at the legal arrangements that have been put in place, and I know the agenda. An electromagnetic weapon was used in an American school. And I think I have to say that now, with so many children at stake. Yeah.
I mean, though, obviously for the sensory reasons, this was all just for entertainment, and I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby.
I know where they're putting human body parts into the pig supply and the pork supply. The Reynolds family does own, used to own 60% of all the crematoriums and moratoriums in the United States and funeral homes, and they would dispose of bodies that way too. Pig farms. Pig farms. Because a pig will dispose. A couple of pigs will dispose of a body in a few minutes. And then they feed that to the populace. Don't eat pig.
That you need to raise yourself.
Could not strongly warn people against that enough. Parasites of hookworms are serious things. That's why a lot of Southerners are what Southerners are. Understand something. Southerners, and a lot of their speech and their cadence and their rhythm, it's hookworms. 9 out of 10 times.
Really?
1 for 1, they are ruled by parasites. Detox them, their brains turn on, and they're sharp and capable communicators almost immediately. Tapeworms and hookworms come pouring out of them. But they were mostly fed pork diets. Whereas out west, you see a lot less of it. And in the north, because beef tended to be the predominant thing. Sheep before that, but beef tended to feed them a lot more often. And they're far less prone to feeding you the parasites. So something to consider. Change your life forever. Do a detox, man.
Well, I got like a whole freezer full of pork right now. Even the ones that I raised.
Bro, he gave us some instructions in the scriptures to try to keep us away from stuff that's definitely deadly. Pig is 100% an animal we know gets possessed by demons. Absolutely. The legions that come out of the two men, the demoniacs in the tombs, where do they go?
Pigs.
Straight into the pigs. And the pigs are fully possessed, total possession. Think about this. The power, the spiritual possession capacity of one man, two man, depending on which account you're in, filled a herd of pigs and it drowned them in the sea. That's because those spirits, when they lose their assignment on their target, they better bring a sacrifice back with them so they don't get their stinking lunch eaten by the higher principality that's ruling them. This is why swine and pork is so heavily warned about in the scriptures. Like, don't eat it. Don't eat it. When you abstain from these things, like my family and I just started trying to eat the way that the scripture said, like literally. And it was unbelievable how many of the lights turned on in our brains, you know, and like why it was valuable for us to try to find clean sourced food.
The funny thing about that is my grandmother used to always tell me, you want to dispose a body, man, give it to a pig. I guarantee you the pig gonna do what it need to do. Because the pig eat anything. And I'm like, well, why you still eat pork? And she like, well, God know my thoughts before I do. Like, that's what she would say. That's what she would say. Me, I can't eat it. It get me sick. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Y'all with them or y'all against them? That man tongue slithered right out. That's crazy.
Black noise. Yeah. Black noise is something that Burroughs got very interested in. It's
intriguing.
Well, no, it's one facet of black noise is that everything, like a glass, if an opera singer hits a particular note, the vibrations are that of the metabolism of the glass, and it cracks it. Yeah. So a black noise is the register within which you can crack a city or people, or it's a new controlled bomb. It's a noise bomb, in fact, which can destroy.
Is it a real thing? I mean, is it something that somebody's experimenting with?
In France.
Could a tyrant use it to...
Well, until last year, you could buy the patent for it in the French patent office for about the equivalent of $3-4.
And it would wipe out it's concentrated...
It depends how much money you put into it. I mean, a small one could probably kill about half the people here, but a big one could destroy a city, or even more. I mean,
it's a...
In radio tomography with 30 watts, looking for oil in the ground. I found 26 oil wells over a 9-state area, and 100% of the time was accurate with just 30 watts of power beaming straight into solid rock. HARP uses 1 billion watts beamed straight into the ionosphere for experiments. Picture these strings on the piano as layers of the earth. Each one has its own frequency. What we used to do is beam radio waves into the ground, and it would vibrate any strings that were present in the ground. We might get a sound back like, and we'd say, that's natural gas. We might get a sound back like, and we'd say, that's crude oil. We were able to identify each frequency. We accomplished this with just 30 watts of radio power. If you with 1 billion watts, the vibrations are so violent that the entire piano would shake. In fact, the whole house would shake. In fact, the vibrations could be so severe underground that could even cause an earthquake.
Look like you made it, but damn, had me jump.
We need to talk about Erica Kirk's eyes. Not just the color, but the movement.
His true barometer was when he would feel that spiritual warfare. And I watched him pour every ounce of himself into the students.
In case you missed it.
Into the students.
She has always had that snake eye look. It's almost like when she's talking to the audience, she's like trying to get you to say yes, you know what I mean? But I don't know, but recently it's been getting worse and worse, and that was from last night's Fox News had some sort of like award thing gave her an award, and I think I just saw that they gave Melania Trump the Patriot Award too. I'm gonna have to look into that one, but yeah, her eyes are, is it evil? Like, it's creepy, right? Or is it just me? And I know you guys are gonna come at me and be like, she just lost her husband, what the F is wrong with you? But something about it is just so creepy.
She got the same eyes Kenneth Copeland got. Let's keep it a bug. We gonna keep it a brick with each other, bro. She got the same eyes Kenneth Copeland got. And if you don't know who Kenneth Copeland is, just go to Google and type in Kenneth Copeland. The first picture you see with his eyes as clear as you can see, bro, that is what her eyes give me. I don't know. But then again, the windows are the eyes of the soul. That shit look a little weird to me. Like I said, somebody tried to defend this. I'm like, hey, I'm not defending that one. That shit look weird. That look weird, bro. Now let me know y'all thoughts. And if she was crying, you know she got some makeup on, blush, something. I ain't see none of that makeup get messed up. I ain't even see a teardrop. If that's the love of your life, man, look, if I was him and I had a wife and she was Erica Kirk, she better be crying her ass off. I need to know she really missed me. I'm not saying I want her to cry like that, but I'm saying the natural reaction would be, yo, you better cry. The hell, you don't miss me? What? Like, what you tripping on? Like, nah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Why wasn't sperm designed to do half of the job and then the egg to do half of the job? Why is it that sperm was supposed to do less than 1% of the job, basically just give half of the genetics, and then the egg is supposed to give the other half of the genetics, and then literally everything else? The cytoplasm, the organelles, the mitochondria, all from the egg. And why is it that the sperm is probably only about 3 months old? From the time it was created to the time ejaculation, it's probably 3 months old. Whereas the egg is as old as the mother, in which case the egg is probably close to 18 years old. Or if your mother had you when she was 30, then your egg that created you was 30 years old. Why such a big time difference? Why are there hundreds of millions of sperm after one egg? And why is it that the one egg chooses the sperm? Why is the egg 20 times the diameter and 8,000 times larger than the sperm? And 10,000 times larger in volume? The egg chooses and allows the sperm in. So that's actually the first sort of conscious movement of the whole operation of becoming a human, is the egg decided and the egg opened its gates. The egg orchestrates the merging of the sperm's chromosomes with its own. The egg physically builds the first cell, the zygote, and controls when and how the sperm's chromosomes get unpacked and integrated into the process. Why is all of the demanding work upon the woman's side, the egg, the feminine side of creation? Why does it do 99% of the whole process? Why wasn't it 50-50? The egg is 100% of the machinery. It's making everything happen. And why is it that in a biological sense, we all start out as female, everyone, man or woman? For the first 6 weeks after conception, embryos all have the same reproductive organs. Why is this? Why doesn't a man start as a man and a woman starts as a woman? Why do we both start as a woman? Why does a male get activated in week 7, but starting from the default woman blueprint? And woman is the one that God chose to bear children? Why do women have such a large responsibility in this realm? If we were to look at this design as a sort of communication from God to tell us how the universe operates or tell us secrets of the universe, would we not think that since woman is given the most difficult and largest responsibility, being a mother, as well as woman is what we literally start as for the first 6 weeks, as well as women has the way harder job, being 99% of the process of creating the human, you know, the feminine side is the egg, wouldn't this mean that God made women more powerful? If God did have a singular gender, would this not mean that God would probably be a woman? God gave women more power and more responsibility. Creating a human is power. What do you think?
When I said that, the man in the comments went at my head.
Them mother people, they done forgot to take the damn moon out the goddamn sky. It's 5 o'clock in the goddamn morning. This moon been up here since yesterday goddamn day. Moon been up there since yesterday. Government need to open the up. Moon been up there for 3 days now. I'm scared of hell. I think 3-Eye Atlas about to
shit up. We out this you done stopped us from eating. Now I'm scared as hell. I'm scared and hungry now. Shit, that's a full moon. It ain't even 6 o'clock yet. Moon up there, the bats flying around. Shit, wolves done came out. Bitches turned to vampires. It ain't number 4 o'clock in the goddamn afternoon. I'm getting tired of this shit. This shit scary as hell. Whatever the happened, at least you give them food still back. I could be full and scared. I ain't gotta be scared and hungry. I'm scared as hell now. Look at this damn moon. Look at this damn moon. They need to open the government back up and cut the damn sky off. Cut the damn sky off.
That happens sometimes. He tripping.
Standing at the edge of the Grand Canyon, you think you've seen it all until you look closer. Hiking down just 2,000 feet below, there is an entirely different world down here. The feeling of stillness, tranquility, and calmness gives you a perspective you don't have when you're in a city. Now, down here you feel like an ant next to the trunk of a tree the size of a skyscraper, or what people believe is an ancient mining site. But this looks like the remnants of a bunch of ancient temples, until you go a little closer. Now, there's an official story there were copper mines here in the 1800s, but this formation I'm looking at looks like a giant tree bark, splintered and withered, and behind it looks like a colossal tree stump. And over here next to it, another one. But then there's burn marks, scorch marks. What is this? As I look down and find something smaller for us, or giant for ants, we see something that may defy logic or the narrative that we've been taught. What do you guys think this is? Burn marks, scorch lines, wind erosions that cut perfect corners. What do you guys think this really is?
Sean really think it is. Well, we know it is.
Look at this shit. What the f? Boy, I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life, boy.
Is it falling?
Bro, that ain't no normal shit.
But is it falling?
No. Bro, they blinking.
It's funny to see people's reaction to the sky shit.
I'm from outer space. I got Milky Way for blood, evolution in my veins. I'm gone, I've been far away. I'm illuminated now, make a move, start the waves. I've been breathing on my mind for a long time. I had a vision from the birds, they wanna go inside. Artificially intelligent way. I'm your future, past and present. I'm a fine line. Yeah, I'm a missing of this illusion. I don't really hear about an intrusion. I don't swim or sing, I just flow. I don't need gravity, I don't need room. When I move, it's in a quick rumble. I don't ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho. When I
The eyes is the windows to the soul. You want to find out more about them? Check their eyes, man. I'm telling you. That shit don't look right.
The buildings back then were advanced. The buildings today are trash. They was made out of limestone and copper. Today it's just concrete and glass. These buildings had crystals and energy. These keeping your energy trapped. They charging an arm and a leg for these boxes. You must be think we just some rats in the lab. These buildings had sacred geometry. Sound vibrations was healing our body. These buildings don't hold any energy. Literally dead. We living in coffins. Bitch. These buildings had domes and finials, pulling cosmic electricity straight from the air. These buildings got flat ass tops with no creativity. Damn, they do not even care. Like damn, what? These buildings was it for real. These buildings is shit for real. Step in these and you will get healed. Step in these and you will be killed. These niggas don't care how we feel. That's why I gotta go outside now and ground. Shit is to someone so they know the deal. I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on.
I was feeling that flow midway towards the end.
keep telling y'all, stop playing with these paranormal beings. You're gonna find yourself in a mental hospital, or even something worse, you're gonna find yourself in the afterlife. So the lady in Utah whose family seen the duende in the yard did an update. And in this update, she said she did research on what a duende is. It's not a gnome. She understands that it is an evil being. But what does she do? She continues to entice this being. That is the wrong thing to do. Now, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, let me run the story back real fast. A family, mother, father, and son moved from Vegas to Utah. In Utah, they cooking out in their backyard, and the son and the father see a gnome running around. A gnome, a small person, but it's really not a gnome. It's a duende. Tell the mom/wife she can't see it because she's not spiritually in tune, but she wants to see it. What does she do? She sets out offerings for it. Pennies, she set out a basketball. They go out for the day, and when they come back, the pennies and the basketball that she set up was in a different order. The pennies were stacked on top of each other and the basketball was gone. And I know a lot of you probably saying that that's not real, but y'all better pay attention. Now on to the update. So what happens now? She puts cameras in her yard and she puts out more offerings. After she reads up and finds out that this thing allegedly is an evil paranormal being. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you go look it up. Go look up duende and see exactly what you see. She also found out that people in Utah, in her neighborhood, in her area, have seen duendes. Knowing what this thing can do, knowing how possessive this thing is, knowing how powerful this thing is, she still wants to entice this thing. She laid out elves. She even laid out an elf house for this thing to continuously come back to her. After she got information on this thing, I'm gonna tell y'all a story, but I'm not gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna do another video about a story about a duende that allegedly took someone's, let's just say their family found out that being involved with a duende is not a good thing. I'm out.
Shouldn't have been giving nothing to them, to that man.
Okay guys, so hear me out. This is gonna get a little kooky. If you don't have your mind open, just keep scrolling right now because you're gonna think I sound ridiculous. But I'm at the point where like I don't mind sounding crazy because things are clicking in my brain. And if it's not in yours, I don't know. So I said in the last video that the English language has a bunch of witchcraft in it. Hear me out. Hold on. So when I first heard this, I was like, what are you talking about? But then when someone broke it down, I was like, what? What is going on? So you know how we learn cursive in school, right? I already talked about television, tele-vision. Now back to our scheduled programming, channeling certain visions on the television, programming us to think certain things that they put on the television is fiction when it really is non-fiction. Y'all know that with technology, they have it already made 30 years before they release it to the public because they put out things little by little to see what the public can handle. Like with the existence of sirens. You guys remember that documentary where that submarine went to the bottom of the ocean and that hand was on the glass and people were like, oh my gosh, mermaids are real, mermaids are real. That was a fake documentary. It was a pseudo documentary to test how much the public can handle. Look it up. Anyway, y'all, off topic. So when it comes to English, you know how the Bible says there's life and death in the tongue, right? You know how they did that whole study about plants and like when you speak positively to plants and negatively to plants, the ones that got spoke negatively to, they stopped growing and died, but the ones that got spoke positively to flourished and grew. That's because our words have frequencies. Our words mean a lot. This is why people are so heavy on like speaking positive, like speaking things into the universe. I don't believe in like the universe. I believe in Jesus Christ. And I understand why the Bible tells us there's life and death in the tongue, not only on how we treat each other and treat people, but also what we say, what we put out there, because the enemy is always watching. The enemy is always waiting for your vulnerability and what you speak over your life to try to turn that into reality. So when it comes to cursive, right, it's literally in the name, which is crazy. You know how with cursive you have to continue your stroke? I always remember my English teacher told me, never let your pen leave the paper. If you do, then it's going to be messed up. You have to continue until the end. You know how with witchcraft you have to continue the ritual to the end or else it won't work. Why is it called cursive? Cursive. What? Why would it be called that? On top of that, when we're spelling a word, it's called spelling. When we get out of school, and you already know that there's a matrix out there that they create for us, not like a literal matrix, but the 9 to 5, working until you are literally dead and tired. You only live on the weekends. You keep this endless cycle where you're paying bills, paying off debt, going to work, being tired, paying bills, paying off debt, eating, sleeping, pooping, getting tired. They want to keep us so earthly minded and stressed and distracted that we don't see the heavenly meaning behind things. So when you're kicked out of school, right, you're called expelled. Expelled? Y'all, what? Our days of the week, it's called weekdays. When we're in our 9-to-5s and we are spiritually like drained and mentally and emotionally drained by the end of the week, because they're weekdays, because of this reality that they want us to play into. By the end, it's called weekends. We are weakened by the end of our weekdays. Come on, y'all, it's literally in the language. And I thought it was crazy at first too, but then I started thinking, I'm like, this is weird, like this is crazy. And something is not right about it. Even in our lingo, y'all, even in our lingo, we speak like when we're laughing at something, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm weak, I'm dead. What? Like why is so much of our language negative? And when we speak over ourselves negative, why? Make it make sense. I'm not saying don't speak English or don't speak, but it really does go to show how easily we can talk so negatively on our life and not even realize it. All I know is it's food for thought, okay? I'm not telling you to believe me. I'm not telling you to think that this is real. All I'm saying is that it's strange. Like everything I'm learning, the more I wake up, the more strange the world is becoming. Anyway, y'all, as always, make sure you like, follow, and comment down below what you think about this.
This is why we say Grand Rising. This is why I say instead of having a good WEEK, I gotta tell you, have a smooth 7. It's 7 of those in the cycle. Have a smooth 7. Make sure everything going good. Also, I can't write in cursive. I still can't. Even in school, we went through it, and then I think like a lot of the kids, we just couldn't really put it together. And my teacher skipped that lesson, and we never really went back through it. I don't know how to write in cursive. Like I barely could read that shit. That's crazy. If it start getting too fancy, I'd be like, bro, what? Just spell it. Just write it out. Just write it out, bro. But this is facts. This is facts. And another one. Don't chase it. Align yourself with it. See it. Know what it takes to get it. Go through it. Breathe while you do it. Know it's already yours. If you saw it already, you touched it already, it's already yours. You're going to get it. Also, don't say you spent nothing. You invested. It's going to come right back to you.
Here's something else that no one tells you about spiritual. With the lower vibrational frequencies. No, because we all understand and know what their goal is. The goal is to get you engaged in the lower vibrational fight. And when you engage in that fight, you automatically lose because you lost your light. Our job is to walk through this world shining the light that universe, source, God gave us to shine. So I just want to remind everyone out there who is in a spiritual awakening journey, it is your responsibility. Stay in your light, protect your light, and make sure that you continue to shine that light in this dark space. This is not the time to hide gratitude, love, compassion, empathy, truth. It's not the time to hide that. It's time to put that out there in the world, because as you all see, we desperately need it.
It's for whoever needed, man. I hope it helped.
Bar Gooden knows what's up.
Say, yeah, but you do all this, I give you all the desires in your heart, but I'm gonna collect that shit later. And we see a lot of collections happen and happening. We see the collections. And when it's happening, everybody, oh, I can't believe they did that to them. Well, they made that deal a long time ago, and he's here to collect. I think it's a very real thing. Just me being honest.
What do you mean we see a lot of collections happen lately? What do you mean by that? Come on, you know what he means. You see, he took a different route. He didn't go the route they wanted him to go. Because all money ain't good money. But what about his brother Cuba? Seems to me he took the wrong route. He should have followed in his brother's footsteps. But no, he chose the HW side. Remember? Boys in the Hood, I ain't gonna front. This guy was a good actor. He is. But you could have acted differently when they wanted you to act. Those certain parts that you shouldn't have been acting. And you compromised. But let's not forget they were all involved in the industry. Even Pop Dukes. He knows what time is it. It's not a game. Shh. Shut up! Trust me, when it's time to collect, they're gonna collect. And you know what they're gonna collect? Nothing, because this is for entertainment purposes. Only ain't nobody collecting nothing over here. I don't know. Do you know? Let me know.
Breaking news to every corner of the universe. The richest and most powerful human on Earth is not Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin, Donald J. Trump, Narendra Modi, or Elon Musk. All of these figures operate under her authority. The true master of global and indeed cosmic affairs is a woman known as Queen Bertha, the most worshipful Grand Mistress of the Illuminati. Queen Bertha hails from California in the United States, though her face remains unseen by any mortal eye. She has absolute authority to both grant and revoke life, and her word alone can command death. Her influence extends through every government, every revolution, and every hidden network. Yet no news broadcast, newspaper, or digital outlet may mention her. She has expressly forbidden any public reference. Before anyone can rise to wealth, power, or fame, they must pass through Queen Bertha's lodge and be formally initiated by her. Only then may they claim even the smallest measure of success. Her firstborn daughter, known as Princess Jezebel Bertha, stands beside her, an heir apparent to this immense authority. In secret chambers and veiled rites, Queen Bertha orchestrates the fate of nations, the flow of wealth, and the very fabric of reality. Though shrouded in mystery, her dominion is absolute. No living being on earth acts or breathes without her silent decree. Remember her name, for she alone governs the hidden order that shapes your world.
I ain't never heard of that either. I'm new to that one.
I mean, is fish supposed to do that? I honestly thought only hamburger meat did that. Fish not supposed to do that. I don't know if I want to eat this anymore.
Todd, I really need your help with this one. I was cooking some spinach, and one of the leaves just started inflating, and I'm not sure if that's supposed to happen. It kind of looks like plastic.
Dear internet, first of all, I soaked this meat in a vinegar, and yes, it changed color. Like, it went from pink to brown. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just the vinegar that got in there. But why is this beef holographic?
Sauce should not do that.
What you're looking at here is the aftermath of a drumstick.
Y'all, why did I get it just to try it? And look, y'all, this is 24 hours later. Like, this is 24 hours later.
This is why we all, not we, but this is why people get sick and we can't figure out why cases of such and such thing blew up and everybody's catching some shit. Bro, it's in the food. That shit is not supposed to happen. I just wish we could go back to how it was before the 90s and previous after that and before that. Because anything after that point, bro, anything after the 90s, I say, yeah. Anything after the 90s, bro, this shit then really went downhill. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, bro. This is crazy to even watch with the food. pisses me off.
On paper trail of alleged receipts, baby. Even I couldn't believe it when I decided to go down that rabbit hole. For starters, people have always pointed out over the years how Barack Obama mistakenly called Michelle Michael or Mike during a couple speeches and interviews. And I'm talking about this happening a few times, y'all.
Distinguished guests, and men and women of the finest military in the world. Most of all, Admiral Mullen, Deborah. Michael and I also want to acknowledge your son Jack, who's
keep the noise levels up.
Want to make sure he knows we're coming, or she.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if she's got some cubs, that's when you really got to work.
Yeah. You know what my kids asked me? They said, "You've got to ask the president. Does anything scare him?"
You know, well, when Michelle's mad, I get worried.
Other than this, there's how the Obamas always posted wedding pics, but no pregnancy pics or pics of the girls until 3 to 6 years old. Apparently, Michelle tries to tell the public that Malia and Sasha were conceived through IVF. But the truth is that the daughter's real mother is allegedly Dr. Anita Blanchard, who was supposedly the same doctor that delivered the Obama daughters. There are even photos of the two families vacationing together in Hawaii that made rounds, with people claiming that the real parents, Martin Nesbitt and Dr. Anita Blanchard, were always following closely behind so they could keep an eye on the Obamas. Oh, I'm just getting started, loves, because this is one hell of a rabbit hole. So based on what people dug up on the internet, there are receipts suggesting...
Fellas, will y'all ever call y'all wives by a man name? Come on.
Oh my God, it just landed there? Oh my God, where did that come from? Baby, what in the good... What is going on in this world? Babe, I think I'm... Did that fall out of a UFO? Good googly moogly, what is this?
Now, I don't think this thing just came rolling out of the wilderness.
Oh my God.
Did it fall from the sky? And if so, where would it have fallen from? Is this not weird? Leave your thoughts in the comments.
A UFO? Really?
Barbecue what? This video is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go.
What you said this one was again? Barbecue red. I'm telling y'all, she said barbecue red. I swear to God, they girl said barbecue red. Barbecue red? Oh my God.
What? That's not true. I just had that 2 weeks ago. She meant to say barbecue ribs, not barbecue. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what that lady was talking about, and maybe she just said it wrong because of her accent. Shut up! Listen, I told you about this. I told you about it. But what you did, you still ordered it. You said you don't care what it is, as long as it tastes good. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on your guys, and you see what's going on at these restaurants. Shut up! Check your food. Because that lady just said it. And I'm not sure if it was a mistake or not. But I think it was, and I hope it was. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on you guys. You see what's going on at these restaurants when they pronouncing these foods. Shut up. It's not a game on you guys no more. Cut it out. Cut it out. Because she said it. Truth in plain sight. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on you guys. You see what's up. But I'll tell you one thing. If I ever go to a buffet and I ask them what this is, and they say barbecue, come here for a second.
Hope she was playing too. Hope she just said it wrong.
I told y'all, huh? What have I been telling y'all? And it's not like y'all didn't know. All right, y'all, we've been in a simulation, a matrix, a video game, an overlay, if you will, a fake world that is projecting on top of our world. And now with everything going downhill, everything breaking down, this is the simulation breaking down. Everything is okay in our lives, but the simulation itself is breaking down. And here is Kanye West coming to letting you guys know we are breaking out of this simulation. Check it out.
All unpaid actors in some giant script that we didn't write. Simulation, a 2-year-old jumps on a coffee table and someone says, "That's a coffee table, don't jump on that." So it went from being something that makes him feel like Superman, he's got his cape on, to something where he has to think about this person's like a family member, young's gonna like anyway. He's 2 years old. He doesn't give a about a coffee or a table. And he's starting to like calculate all these things. And by the time you're 40 years old, you've got a wall full of coffee tables calculating you into traffic, calculating you into your career choice.
Maybe people don't want the kids to get hurt jumping on the coffee table.
We are too protective. We always don't want someone to get hurt. Can you imagine me talking to my publicist before I said I'm going on TV again? We get too caught up in the past and what everyone's saying and what everyone's tweeting. And sometimes you just have to be fearless enough to break the simulation.
Come on, all y'all feel it. Come on, man. Y'all don't want to be here anymore. Y'all don't want to do no work. Y'all don't want to pay no bills. Y'all don't even care about money anymore. So the only thing that truly makes sense is there's the great reset is getting ready to happen. We are getting ready to break the simulation because the simulation is already breaking down. You guys see it. But let me know down in the comments below, y'all. Did y'all know this? Let's get it, y'all. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace.
This is one of the strangest and most unsettling videos ever captured by a wilderness drone pilot. That night, he brought a thermal imaging camera to a remote mountain range far from any sign of human life. At first, everything looked normal, mountains, rocks, trees, but near the edge of a cliff, he saw 9 figures standing together. They were arranged in a circle, as if performing some kind of ritual. The photographer froze, but the real horror came next. In the footage, one person was dragging a long, human-shaped bag. Moments later, the 9 figures became 8. So, where did the missing one go? He kept recording and spotted a small house glowing white in the distance. The thermal camera showed someone was inside. It was one of the 9 figures. Just as he tried to get closer, the final scene appeared. One person chasing another into the forest. And then, the screen went still. No one knows what happened after that.
Oh, no, you didn't. What is this about? Shh. Shut up! Listen. Who did this? Because it wasn't me. Brooke Shields. Caitlyn Jenner. What is going on here, guys? Because you guys are playing too much. Are they really? Something is up here, guys. Now listen, I did not put this together. I don't know why people are putting things like this together, right? These are 2 different people, okay? These are not the same people. Cut it out. But something is going on with Brooke Shields. This is what people are saying. I'm just addressing it because they've been saying this lately. But what about Caitlyn Jenner? Haven't seen her in a while. It's been a minute. Where has she been at? I don't know, but I know this is a big difference from then to now. Don't you agree? Something's going on here, guys, but if you ask me, nothing's going on. What is this really about? It's not about nothing. People get older. Nobody looks the same forever. Let's just be serious. Entertainment purposes only. Those are 2 different people. Cut the crap. Enough is enough. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about this. You believe that? Because I don't. I'm out.
No, they look the same. Look like the same person.
Dinosaur egg unearthed in perfect condition after 70 million years. October 2025. Don't worry, I'll show you the footage. It's spectacular. Okay, Argentine paleontologists found a real diamond in the rough after happening across a perfectly preserved 70 million year old dinosaur egg during an excavation. Okay, check it out. They just happened across a dinosaur egg, perfectly preserved. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that amazing? Dinosaurs are real, aren't they? This is the proof. Look, it says, as you can see, this fossil is over 70 million years old. How exactly can we see that from this photo? Just because he's holding it and it looks... Hold on, let me show you. So they want us to believe that this egg right here has been sitting in this spot for 70 million years. And it was never crushed by another dinosaur. It never got flooded and swept away. It never got buried. It never broke. Nothing bad ever happened to it for 7 years. They're just sitting here perfectly pristine. And just on a random Tuesday afternoon, these archaeologists just happened across this egg. And they're trying to say that this mythical creature laid that egg. And it kind of looks like an ostrich. So perhaps they got an ostrich egg or something, laid it down, created a fake dinosaur propaganda post, staged it all, just to sell the lie. Because we know the Matrix does that kind of stuff. They stage things. One thing I like about the Matrix is they don't try to convince you thoroughly sometimes. They just post the propaganda. And for the people who believe the mainstream, they're going to eat it up. They're going to be like, oh, look, evidence, dinosaurs are real. Ooh. And they don't work very hard because the Matrix is very strong. So they're trying to say this. There's multiple eggs of this creature. Look. This is a real dinosaur egg, guys. This is so real, authentic. 70 million years old.
You know what I think? I told y'all I'm like not really big on the dinosaur theory, and if it was, I could see it being like just giant animals, different species that may no longer be here. But I think they roam the world at the same time humans roam the world sometimes. Same way when we go with building. The buildings are different because there's a certain group of people, I feel like, who stepped in and they took all the real history away. Because they know that if they tell the real history, power shifts. We're going to realize they ain't shit. And they don't know shit. They just holding what they know some shit, but they're holding it. And they can't use it for their own personal gain. We could, because they don't have what we got. So they hold it from us. And I feel like that's the same thing that goes with the dinosaurs. They gave us dinosaurs to deflect us from other shit. Because how can y'all tell 70, whatever that number was, million years ago, but y'all can't even get the weather straight? And then they turn around and tell us, oh, we got 3 Ayalas coming on this date, that date. But y'all can't even get the weather straight, bro. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Y'all let me know, man. That's my observation. I don't know. I feel like they be giving us bullshit.
Y'all don't find it weird that a motherfucker can be whole, living, laughing, cooking, cleaning, crying, like a whole real person can just one day not exist no more? Like, you ever tried to really wrap your mind around that shit? Like, death is crazy and inevitable. Like, that shit is weird. All the thoughts you have in a day, a million thoughts, you talking about that shit is just done? I don't know. I even think about when you at rest and when you dreaming. Like, I'm really dreaming every day. And then one day they just not? Like, death just never made sense to me. It just don't sit right. Like, damn. What is the meaning of all this shit then? Like, what is the real meaning?
That's why I go so hard. That's why y'all get 4 every smooth set.
Yeah, I'm going today. I'm going today. You've heard of the electric eel, right? What if I were to tell you that those are electric hornets? Allow me to explain. Meet the Oriental hornet. These flying pain inducers are found everywhere, including Africa, Asia, Europe, South America, and they're known for having one of the most painful stings in the insect kingdom. It's been described as feeling like lava coursing through your veins for days, just so you know. The pain could last for days. I do not like hornets. But what really separates this hornet from the rest are those yellow bands around their body. Those bands absorb sunlight and convert the sunlight into electricity, like a built-in solar panel. But what's even crazier is scientists have no idea what the electricity is used for. However, the belief is that it quite literally supercharges the hornet. Like, they become faster, stronger, sharper senses, faster reflexes. I do not like it. Moral of the story? Solar-powered hornets are real. Not a sentence I'd ever thought I'd say. And as always, follow for more facts.
I never, ever knew that was real. That's why I said today's lineup, bro, y'all done taught me a lot. Appreciate y'all, collective. Because, like I said, man, since I started this channel, y'all done taught me so much. And then y'all tell me I teach y'all so much. Or just come in here, we all done taught each other, bro. It comes full circle. Comes full circle. But that clip before that, when he say, like, what's the use of everything? I mean, nobody's outdid Father Time. Nobody's beat him. Nobody's beat Father Time yet. So my mom started telling me we always mess up when we think we got time. And we really don't have time. And my grandfather says life go quick. It seemed like he blinked and he's older now. So I look at them situations and hear that type of knowledge and wisdom, and I be like, bro, we gonna work. We gonna put all this work in. So one day when I am old and tired, I can go back through millions of videos. But y'all know we made it to the end of this. I know y'all hate this part of the video. I love y'all collective. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And until I see everyone in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I just check my count. Sheesh, at the amount.